We're still recording, right? Alright, good. Ladies and gentlemen of that humble internet, my name is Ryan, aka The Ryman, and we are in for another round of Ryman's bizarre adventures in Katawa Shoujo. Last time that we were here, we had a showdown of epic proportions. Holy crap, we had come down to the choices of choices. What was originally thought have been a Shizune route, because I thought she had hijacked the entire fucking thing. Emmy, the little sporty spunk master herself, came up around the pass from last place and is neck and neck with the girl. Unfortunately, now the choice seems to be entirely in my hands. And like I did before, which is the reason I'm not allowed to go to the races anymore, I will be the one to decide who wins the horse race here, because I'm going to shoot one of the contestants. Don't Google me. I don't know for how long I will be doing this episode, because I'm trying to set up a movie night with the crew. Oh my goodness, I have learned of the presence, the existence of Resident Evil, the stage, the musical, made in 2015. This is a real thing. I was not aware this was a real thing. If I was ever aware that that was a real thing in the past, I probably dismissed it and blacked out from my mind, because I might have thought it was a fever dream. But I must. I can't go on through life experiencing Evil Dead the musical, that's a real thing, look it up, you won't be disappointed, and not seeing Resident Evil the musical. And I don't mean those cartoon shorts from that old shadow-leggy thing, creature from the long, long past. I'm talking about an actual musical from Japan that actually had tender love and care put into it. It apparently had big names attached to it. They thought it was a big deal. It's considered canon! It's considered canon! Okay. Getting ahead of myself. I've made a decision. I made a decision. While I was on Amazon earlier today, picking out ghost hunting equipment, it came to me, and I decided this season will be the season of revenge! I have not forgotten that this Emmy girl wronged me in the past, and I've swore vengeance on her. And by golly, the time has come. I just hurt my finger really bad smacking it on the desk. I'm sorry. I can. Every time I look at you, I want to grab you by the drills and just helicopter you around the room and throw you out the window. Who? Is it a girl? Yeah. Her giggle compels me to quickly follow something so she doesn't get the wrong idea. It's nothing like that. It's a bit complicated. Complicated. Yeah, that weird Facebook status that people put. I don't know, it's fucking weirdos. But that's what my life is, despite already setting into a daily routine of school life. All things must be put into a new kind of perspective in this second life. Reconsidered from the point of view of this new one. Of new me. The me with a broken heart. Alright, buddy. I have razor blades under my desk here. I'm gonna pop in The Crow while you listen to Linkin Park and call me in the fucking morning. Christ on a tricycle. Also, I don't know if I can come to the council after all. Or at least for now. I have something else I need to focus on first. That's right. I have to rethink my priorities. This is something that has swirled around in my head since the nurse gave me that speech. I really can't afford to pretend I don't have this condition. I'm surprised that I can think so inadequately, but I'll go with the flow for now. I'll promise I'll explain properly later. But not now, okay? Please tell Shizune I'm sorry for letting her down. If you say so, He-san. She sounds surprised and serious, which I don't think I've ever heard Misha to be before. Misha luckily understands that I'm serious. A stroke of luck that I could tell. Well, what I mean so clearly. I just had a stroke. A stroke of luck that I could tell what I mean so clearly. Even she got it. She retreats to translate our discussion to Shizune. Do not, my man, do not look over to your left. I can feel the hatred. Neither of them talked to me after that. The class goes on lazily. I think I'm starting to get into the rhythm of the school. I've even stopped worrying about taking notes and being overly attentive. The first days I was pretty high-strung in class. Muto finishes his lecture about electricity early, but continues without a pause about the festival. So, as you know, the festival is on the day after tomorrow. I hope everyone's projects are going to be successful this year. Have a good time, but also come Sunday, please keep the meeting of the festival in your minds. Games and fried food! Everyone bursts out laughing, and so do I. Yes, thank you, Mikado. I'm not even going to backtrack to see what that says. The remainder of his sentences bear beneath the ring of lunch bells, and everyone starts packing their things. Muto deliberates for a moment, but since almost nobody seems to pay attention anymore, he gives up and sits down. He's got a whole thing of fucking Jack Daniels under that desk waiting for him. It's crowded in the hallway, or as crowded as hallways in this school probably get. Most of the students seem to be heading down for the cafeteria. Normally, I join the flow and grab lunch myself, but today it's different. Today, I've been invited to lunch on the roof. An odd location, but that's where I was told to go. Fortunately, I managed to find shelter from the storm in the lee of the classroom door. Eventually, the torrent subsides, and I step tentatively into the hallway. Only to be met by Emmy, who comes flouncing down the hallway like a cannonball. I gotta get myself there. I start out down here, and then I retract my balls over. Hey, hi, Hassel. Great timing. You ever notice that? When I try to control my laugh, I just sound like I'm cleaning a fucking window. I have a sober extra lunch today, as promised. Let's go upstairs. The stairway to the roof is a little dilapidated, but it's clearly been used recently. At the top of the stairs is a door, complete with missing padlock. I wonder who the interpreted individual was that removed the lock. Yes, I can't... Did they ever mention the fucking lock before? I don't think they did, because honestly, in Japan, you're not allowed on the fucking roof! Emmy shoves the door open and steps beaming into the sunlight. Hi, Rin! Suddenly, a tall, dark stranger appears out of nowhere, standing imposingly in front of us. Emmy flinches back, almost falling back down the stairs. Eek! Hello. Yipe Oops! You scared me, Rin! Wait, isn't she? Hello. Noticing that Rin is speaking to me, Emmy looks curiously at me. You two know each other? I look confusedly at Emmy. She's that friend of yours. Rin has turned her gaze towards the clouds drifting above the school. I didn't know you knew this person, Emmy. The awkward silence lasts only for a few seconds until Emmy lets out a tiny giggle, shrugging the coincidence off. I invited Hisal for lunch, and didn't I read all this like it probably at least 2 times before? I think skip mode will do it. Yeah, skip mode will do it. Oh, jeez. Oh my god. I'm gonna tread a little lightly here. Because sometimes when I hit the skip option, it automatically... Hold on. Yeah, I do have this to skip the unread text, but sometimes it doesn't. Can I help you? Yuko, I'm so far beyond help. We're gonna try. God damn it, was I... God damn. Was I actually through this? Surprisingly... I don't think that should... God, it's been ages. And I don't trust the skip option. You know what that's what it is? I don't trust the skip option. Maybe I did. Maybe I didn't. That's why I'm going through this very quickly, glancing, getting the gist of it. I'm gonna have to rewatch my entire fucking series every other season to actually catch up to see if any of this is fucking familiar. Because if I read through that before, it would have been way back at season frickin' 1. See, I didn't even know that was the end of a chapter. Holy shnikey. The students roll into class for the Saturday morning session, each and every one of them sporting the tired eyes of people who have worked through the night. With only a day left to prepare, I suppose it's not so surprising. Thankfully, we only have to suffer through the classes until the lunch break, and then our time is our own. Mattel lurches in the class as a tired stagger. I suppose students aren't the only people who enjoy their late Friday nights. But if you know there's school on Saturday, why are you partying and drinking through the Friday nights? Without saying a word, he scrolls some page and questions numbers on the board and slurps down at the desk. It's completely typical behavior for him, but it appears that no one in the class is going to call him out on it. Wordlessly, the students shuffle their textbooks into positions and get to work. Not wanting to break the trend, I do the same. Fatigue has made the class antisocial. Not a peep is heard among the ruffling papers. That can partly be attributed by the 2 empty seats beside me. For some reason, Misha and Suzune aren't present, probably doing council work for the festival. It's very quiet without Misha present. I don't fucking trust it. I wonder... I think I've read through this part. Oh god. Part of it seems familiar. I'm just going to quickly glance through. Yep, I remember the talk outside. Oh god. Things happen. Things happen. How is this not precious to you people? This is like one of the most beautiful scenes you could come across in this entire story. Anyone who... Any fans on the Twitter page who have also been a part of the Katawa Shoujo fan clubs there, they can attest. How this is beautiful. For a couple of minutes, she does nothing but sit with her chin in her hand, staring at the desk dejectedly. The boredom evidently becomes too much for her, though, her slender frame reaching in her bag and pulling out a small book. Come to think of it, let's see, yes, you've been through that. Backing it on up. If I've been through this before, I don't remember it. So here we are again. Ball's gotta go back in. Yo, Hisao! Spatters of white and green paint adorn her nose and chin respectively, but her smile is wide, as it seems it always is. She leans closer to me, amplifying the feeling she is examining me. What you doing? Nothing, really. I don't have anything to do for the festival, and everyone seems to be doing something important. That's perfect! You can help me and Rin! With the festival preparations? I'm not sure if I would be much of help. That's fine. I'm not much help either. Emmy grabs my wrist and starts driving me back inside the school quite forcefully. I would pay money to see this small lolly of a woman, all 50 freaking pounds of her, take a guy my size by the wrist and through her own strength, forcing me somewhere. I think I've read through this part too. Yeah, because we have to go get paid. I'm remembering that part. And Emmy has no arm strength, so she can't lift the cans. There's a whole part where they're going to be painting. And this I don't remember. Again, I don't... We need to go get more than... If I... On the Rin path, wasn't this where I stayed with Rin? I don't know. So... I wave to Rin, who doesn't seem to have noticed that the two of us are even leaving. I don't trust the skip. It's kind of useful, but I'm going to read through this part. Well, she'll notice when she goes for Prussian blue and finds out it's not there. Maybe. Okay, I can kind of get the gist of it. We have to go get more supplies. I think. I don't know. Probably not, actually. Hisao, finishing the sentences. I'm proud of you. While I'm busy thinking how weird Rin is Rin. Go back to the other season if you want to figure out Rin. Emmy's been dragging me back to the art classroom. I feel myself starting to run out of breath. What's the rush? Huh? Emmy's giving me a praising look as if she's trying to figure something out. It's just that you seem to be in a hurry. I'm not sure if I can keep up. Comprehension dawns on her face. You're not out of breath, are you? I will beat you with that stool over to my right. There's almost an accusing playfulness to her tone. I'm tempted to deny it, but then I realize that I've been breathing heavy since we stopped. Guess it's kind of obvious. A little. Not everyone can be in shape, you know. Yeah, you know! Takes all kinds, right? Emmy frowns. It's not a particularly good frown. What the fuck? Hisao, what the fuck is a good frown? That's alright, take your fucking time! Oh god, I accidentally scrolled the wheel. That is... I should... get in shape? Not that I haven't already decided to try for that. After that flare on the track, I figure there's a real need to get in some sort of running habit. I was, after all, feeling pretty good until I nearly died. Well, actually, I wasn't. But it was fun? Meanwhile, my comment seems to have helped me come to some sort of decision. Well, that's it then. I don't like where this is going. She gives me a serious look. I don't like where this is going. You're joining me. I feel like I need to call someone of authority to help me here. Because, ellipses. Fucking excuse you? In the mornings. Oh no. You and I are now running partners. Oh god. Oh no. Oh no. This is how you kill people, Emmy. I've got a routine all planned out. In fact... What the fuck? What the fuck? She produces a crumpled sheet of paper. I've got it right here with me. This bitch is prepared. I take the sheet and give it a once-over. Times, dates, laps, all laid out. A slow increase from just a few laps. A few laps a day? My god! Does she expect me to have... What the fuck? Does she expect me to be running marathons? And where did she find the time to get all this together? Look, Emmy, honey, I'm sure you're a sweet girl and everything, but when I go running, I don't usually have set goals in mind. I just put my headphones in and play my mixtape, which is a mixture of bloody screams, demonic chanting, moans, and zombie growls that sound like they're right behind me, about to grab me. That's my motivation of me running. I've lost 6 pounds and my car keys thus far. How long has she been planning this anyway? You've been planning this? A little. But it's really the nurse's idea. He told me to keep an eye on you to make sure you'd exercise like he told you to do. A vast conspiracy? Maybe Kenji's on to something here. This seems a bit much for just keeping an eye on me. Well, to be honest, I've been trying to find a running partner in the mornings for a while now. My god, Kenji. If you could only see the scheme unfolding. What do you need a partner for anyway? It's easier to keep... my fucking voice. It's easier to keep up a workout if you're not the only one doing it. Isn't that obvious? You're less likely to quit if someone else is counting on you to be there, right? Massage the throat. Strangle it a little bit. Okay, we're good again. I see. And this won't only keep you running, but it'll make sure that I keep running as well. Meaning that I'll be obeying the nurse. And I'll be keeping an eye on you, just like he asked. You caught on quick, Cassell. I have been told I am the smart boy. And if I refuse... I have no intention of fusing, of course. But I've got to at least put up a token of resistance to such a masterfully executed plan. Well, if you refused, I'd have to pout. You don't know me very well, do you? And you have to live with being the guy who made Emmy a bit, but... Alright, we can settle this like a group. Emi Ibarazaki. Emi Ibarazaki boots! You don't want that on your conscience, do you? Lady, you don't know what blood is on my hands. Don't Google me. As if to demonstrate, Emmy begins pouting. It is the most adorable, heart-wrenching thing I've ever seen. Okay. I'll do it. Just don't do that. I feel like I just hit a puppy. So it's settled, right? You're going to be my running partner. Follow the workout? And the dietary plan? That was not part of the contract. Dietary plan? Yeah, the dietary plan. You've got to eat healthy if you're going to get in shape, you know. Oh god, I hate those moments where I get stuck in the voice. I examine the workout routine closely. I don't see a dietary plan on here. Oh, right, I forgot to give that to you. Oh god, she has more paper. This is why we need to ban trees. Another crumpled sheet of paper is produced and handed over. It's somewhat less detailed. I had the nurse help me come up with it. The amount of dedication that nurse has to keeping me in good health is pretty overwhelming. I don't know how many school nurses would get one of their students to spy on me, much less help come up with a dietary plan. Then again, I'm not in a normal school. And maybe that's not such a bad thing. And then again, this dietary plan seems to cut out just about everything that'll be offered at the festival tomorrow. So, when does our running start? After the festival. Right after? What if I had something to eat there? I could get a stomachache, you know. I meant the day after the festival. I knew that. No, you fucking didn't! Wasn't there something we were supposed to be doing? I might have skipped over that part without realizing it was new, so I had a complete loss. Oh, right, yeah, I guess we should get that paint for Rin, huh? Oh, no! Oh, no! It slipped my mind! Don, how do you fall asleep to this? How do you fucking fall asleep to this, Don? How is this your ASMR? By the time we get the paint and get back to the mirror, Rin's already wandered off. Oh well! Emmy and I both decided to part ways there, leaving the paint on the ground. Rin will find it whenever she comes back anyway. Festival's tomorrow. I'm actually a little excited for it. At the same time, the week's left me feeling pretty tired, so I read a little and then go to bed. Give it to me. Do 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 do. It is the day of the festival. I am, of course, leaving it off here. It is the day of the festival. We are about to be wrapping up Act 1 of this shish kebab. And I think we have firmly planted ourselves on an Emmy route. My god. Oh, it really has all come down to this, hasn't it? Save. Create new. Did that do? Yep. Eventually down the road, when we finish this season, next season, we'll be starting off directly here. I may decide to just, with some editing, I'll edit, of course. I'll play the intro again, because I always like that. I'll play that intro animation, and then I'll load into here. Because as you know, this here just... The way it worked out was fucking perfect. Fucking perfect. We had 2 routes to go, and that is the decision that shows off which one of those routes you'll be taking. Mwah! It's fucking beautiful. And speaking of beautiful, you guys are beautiful. I want to thank you for spending some of your quarantine time with me. If you had any fun whatsoever, give that video a like. Maybe subscribe to the channel if you would like to see more. Of course, according to my analytics screen, no one actually gets this far into my videos anyway. But if you did, thank you. You know that drill. Stay awesome out there. Adios.